What's up, everyone? This is Mike, and this video is for anyone out there that is looking to trade on the go, trade and travel, or just trying to find out how to set up their broker on their phone. Let's do it. So today, I'm going to go through some examples of how I have my phone set up through the broker thinkorswim Charles Schwab's app on my phone. If you don't have Charles Schwab's thinkorswim app, that's okay. I'm sure these buttons are still accessible on your broker as well, and this will most likely work on your broker as well. You just might have to look in slightly different spots. But if you do have thinkorswim, this is for you. And honestly, you don't need money in your Charles Schwab account to have thinkorswim. So go download it. It's a great app, and I would not be where I am today without that thinkorswim app. I was actually able to turn $500 into over now close to $500,000 in verified profits, and most of it was all through the thinkorswim app while I was on the go working when I first had my job in 2018 when I was trading at the beginning of it all, 2016, 2017. And also just recently I took an amazing trip to Europe, 3 weeks, got to see 4 different cities, 2 countries, all while I was trading on the go on my phone app. So as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can trade. So let's dive in. For those of you that are interested in stuff like this, you can actually check this out on the Stock Mavericks team in the Simpler Trading website. So come check us out. A link below for the monthly trial. But here is how I set up my phone personally on Charles Schwab's thinkorswim platform. So when I'm on the go, it's hard to pay attention to everything. So there's a couple things that I'm going to highlight. We're going to start with how I have my setup, and then we're going to get into how I pay attention to the stuff that's hot, because there's so much moving on the day. And if you don't have your 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screens in front of you, then how are you going to be able to pay attention to everything? And this video is going to show you. We're going to start off with setting up your phone. So this is how I'm going to set up my phone, and I start off with a watch list. If you don't have any stocks and this is a brand new broker and you just set it up, then create a watch list. Once you create a watch list, open up that watch list and add 1 or 2 stocks just for this video. But I would highly recommend you to have plenty of watch lists. If you're out there trading and you don't have watch lists, we got to get there. So start off with the watch list and click that settings button. You're going to find that settings button in the top left corner. In the settings button, this is how I personally like my setup. And I actually took that spark chart away, so I no longer have spark chart on there. But I like to have it by last, percent change, bid, ask, and volume. All the stuff below that, I'm not as worried about it. I still have it on there every once in a while I look at it, but I really don't even need that, to tell you the truth. The next thing I look at is my chart style. So now that we have our watch list set up, in that watch list I always organize it by top percent gain. So now that we have the watch list set up, the next thing that I like to show is how do I set up my chart. So click into the first stock that you decided to put on here, and whatever stock you put on your watch list, once you click into it, if you just click onto that chart, you'll see a whole 5 different things pop up in the left corner. Those 5 things are where you're going to find how you set up your charts and what kind of charts you want to look at. I personally am a day trader. I usually trade 1 day and sell it the next morning. So I like to look at the 1 day, 1 minute. I also look at the 1 day, 5 minute, the 1 day, 15 minute. And that's how I have all my charts set up. And then when I get into the long-term stuff, I like to look at the 1 month, 1 day, 3 month, 1 day, 6 month, 1 day, and 1 year, 1 day, and so on. So that helps me keep an eye on my key levels that are coming up. But the last thing that I'm going to add before I get into an extra little bonus here of how we find the hot stocks is the studies. And honestly, I don't really use VWAP or I don't use RSI and MACD as much anymore, but I still like to put them on my charts, just glancing them every once in a while. What I do use is VWAP, and I like to use that on the daily chart. So if you have your 1 day, 1 minute chart, you click this study section, which is right below the chart section, and that's where you'll be able to have your study search, and you'll be able to put in whatever studies you will like. thinkorswim and Charles has Charles Schwab has handful of studies for everybody, but I usually say keep it simple. Let's buy stock at one price and let's sell it at the next. There's no need to complicate it. Some people will have more studies than the other, but usually having more than 10, honestly 5 studies, for me it's really just 1 or 2. Don't really recommend it. The last thing that I have, everybody make sure on your phone, if you are trading on the go, level 2s is important. You don't always have to look at level 2s, but for OTCs, it really does help. For listed stocks, it's up and down, but the level 2s is in the right corner. And if you don't have that level 2 in your right corner of your stock, you just need to go to the Charles Schwab website. And in the Charles Schwab website, you'll be able to click on those following directions that I have up here on the screens. And once you follow those directions, you will be able to open up those level 2s by the next day. So by the next business day, level 2s will be on there. And one of my favorite things about this app is the fact that right next to level 2s, they'll have options. And then you'll have news. And the button has changed slightly. It actually just changed to research if you update the app. But research is a really great thing. Thinkorswim is awesome. There's constantly news. There's constantly research that is getting put out about stocks daily. And you can always learn about not just stocks, but overall life stuff. So that's why I love this research section. If you ever are bored and you just want to download Thinkorswim for that, that's always nice to have. And then this is the little bonus that we have, setting up alerts. This is how you're going to find the stocks that you want. So once you have your watch list set up, you have to find key levels, key patterns that you like that make you consistent. I stick with 5 that has worked for me since all the way back in 2018. And I like to set up alerts at key levels. So if you don't know how to set up alerts, it's that little bell section in the top right corner. When you click on that, you can actually alert when the stock hits certain levels. Your phone will ring, your phone will shake. However you want it to alert you, it'll alert you. So no matter where you're at, if you're on the go, if you're in Barcelona, if you're in Madrid like I just was, the only thing that's different is the time zone. And the fact that you do have to trade from 3 p.m. Eastern till 10 p.m. Eastern. So power hour, might come with a beer or two. It's at nighttime, it's after dinner. It was definitely a plus and minus to that. But that's the only change. As long as you have Wi-Fi and your phone, you really don't need your laptop to trade from anywhere. But always having multiple screens is beneficial. But I've been able to do this at the beginning of my career when I first ever started trading in 2017. In 2016 is when I was working with Orange Theory Fitness as a gym manager, selling gym memberships, and I was still trying to figure it out. And instead of making an excuse that I don't have all these screens in front of me, I was able to make it happen through Charles Schwab's thinkorswim app. That they have it. I wouldn't be where I am without it. So highly recommend it. If you like videos like this, definitely check me out on our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. Also on multiple social medias. The only thing difference is Twitter is Stock Sniper Team, but everything else is the same. And you can catch me in the simpler trading website under Stock Mavericks. It's a $7 monthly trial if you'd like to try it out. Try it out while you can. Much love and good luck out there trading on the go and trading from anywhere.